I've done a lot of bad things in my life. Things I'm not proud of. But what I'm about to tell you, this wasn't just a scam. It started that way, sure. But it ended as something else. Something I still don't fully understand. I wasn't born into love, or warmth, or bedtime stories. I came into the world addicted to crack, because my mother couldn't stop using. I grew up bouncing between shelters, foster homes, and the streets. By the time I was 17, I'd already been arrested twice, once for shoplifting, once for fraud. I learned early on that the world didn't care about girls like me. So I stopped caring too. I lived by 3 rules. Never stay too long. Never get attached. Always get something out of every situation. I became good at spotting vulnerability. I knew how to read people. And when I stumbled upon the Porters, it was almost too easy. It started with a news clip. Local family still searching for missing daughter, 6 years after her disappearance. Emily Porter. Missing since age 8. Last seen wearing a yellow sundress and blue sandals. I looked at her photo and my heart didn't skip a beat. I didn't cry. I didn't feel anything. But then I saw her mother in the video, eyes sunken, voice trembling. Emily, if you're out there, baby, please come home. And that's when the idea hit me. A sick, twisted, brilliant idea. I Googled everything. Photos. Police reports. Interviews. I learned Emily's favorite ice cream flavor. Her best friend's name. Her favorite cartoon. I practiced how she talked. How she smiled with one tooth missing. How she walked with a slight limp from a bike accident when she was 5. I stared into the mirror and said, "Hi, I'm Emily Porter. I've been gone a long time, but I'm finally home." I showed up at a police station in a different town. Said I'd escaped from someone who kept me locked away. Cried on cue. Shivered. Trembled. And let them run the fingerprints, knowing they wouldn't find a match. 2 days later, I was reunited with the Porters. Her mother screamed when she saw me. Not in fear, but in relief. She wrapped her arms around me like she never wanted to let go. Her dad stood there, stunned. Her younger brother, now 10, looked at me with wide eyes, whispering, "Is it really you?" And I said yes. I said it over and over again. Yes. It's me. I'm home. At first, it was perfect. They gave me a warm bed, clothes, food. They cried when I said I remembered the dog's name. They clung to my every word like I was a miracle. I told myself I'd stay a week. Take some valuables. Maybe their car. Then vanish. But something happened. They celebrated my fake birthday. Made a cake with purple icing, just like the one Emily loved. Her mother brushed my hair at night and whispered, "You're safe now, baby. No one will ever hurt you again." I started sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Do you know what it feels like? To be loved for the first time. To be looked at like you matter. It's intoxicating. Addictive. Terrifying. Because you know it's not real. They loved Emily. Not me. Every hug, every bedtime story, every I love you. It wasn't for the girl I was. It was for the girl I was pretending to be. But I wanted it. God help me, I wanted it. Then came the detective. Routine follow-up, he said. I played along. Smiled. Answered questions. But something in his eyes changed when I couldn't remember Emily's favorite song. Or the name of her kindergarten teacher. He ran a DNA test. Said it was for confirmation. I knew then, it was over. When the results came back, the porters didn't say anything. Her mother sat on the couch, staring blankly at the wall. Her father clenched his jaw so tight, I thought it might shatter. And her brother just cried. I opened my mouth to explain, to say why. But what could I possibly say? That I was lonely. That I was broken. That I wanted to belong to someone, even if it was all a lie. Her mom finally looked at me and whispered. You took her from us, twice. I went to prison. Not for fraud or identity theft, there wasn't enough proof I'd planned it all. But for violating parole. They didn't press charges. Didn't want to go through another trial, they said. They just wanted peace. But I knew better. There would be no peace. Not for them. And not for me. Years have passed. I'm clean now. I volunteer at shelters. I talk to runaway teens. Try to do some good, even if it's too late. But sometimes, I still dream of them. Of birthday cakes and bedtime stories. Of a life that almost felt like mine. I wasn't Emily. I never will be. But for one brief, stolen moment, I felt what it was like to be loved. And that's the worst part of all.